Hey guys, what's up? It is Nocturnal Gaming here. Um, just wanted to jump in and say hi to everyone. It's been a few days since I've gotten some videos out and been really busy. I did start judging and recording tournaments outside of Global Masters. So I joined over the on the China Fleet League and the Yats servers. I've been competing in a bunch of tours. I did 6 or so tours last week. Haven't won any of them. I've won some matches, but ultimately ended up losing in the later rounds. Just rookie mistakes sometimes, or just better opponents sometimes, whatever. Several of those were certainly winnable. And, it's just one of those things that comes with experience. It's interesting because you play ranked matches with people that you're in tournaments with, and they beat you in the tournament, but you beat them in ranked and things like that. It's like the vibe is different with tournaments. The method is very different. So if you're used to going out and you're crushing your opponents, and then you get into tournaments and then you lose on damage or something, you're like, wow, this is really not what I was used to at all. So it's a bit of a learning curve with that. I decided to get into judging, one, because I've had some matches that, I was, complaining about how some of the matches were run, things like that. It's like they loaded the wrong map a couple times, and I was, we had prepped for one map. Now, if I was a better player, it wouldn't matter what map we ended up on, but it did kind of throw me off my game there a little bit. And so I just decided, I'm going to be part of the solution instead of just complaining about the problem. So I messaged them that, hey, I'd like to sign up. I'd like to see the other side of the house. And get a different perspective on it, because it's easy to, armchair quarterback and complain about, how, this tour was poorly run or whatever. And I got to say, man, it is, it's busy. Like today was my first day. No, I did one yesterday. Let me see the schedule. Today was really my first day. I did a couple yesterday, just kind of messing around, getting the feel for it. I did 7 tournaments already today, starting from 7 this morning. It's just 1 o'clock right now. So it got really busy. It's last minute, like they're missing a recorder, or we had one. I ended up, like, the very first match that I judged, the judge was in the same clan as all the competitors. He's like, I can't judge it. So I had to just trial by fire and jump in, because I was just recording prior to that. He's like, no, you got it. So I ended up judging and recording that one. So it's a pretty stressful. It can get pretty stressful at times. It gets really busy, especially when you do like back-to-back tours. Generally 30 minutes is okay for a best of 3, but you have a disconnect and a rematch or whatever, and then you start extending into the time of the next tour, this tournament match that's coming up. And so it gets a little bit stressful. It is pretty busy. I encourage you to, get out there and volunteer and do some of this. They do pay you a little bit of Artcoin and gold for it. I'm not doing it for that. I just, kind of my main thing behind it was to watch players and see if I can learn how to be a better tournament player by watching these matches and whatnot. Now, granted, the videos are out there. You can watch them. They're posted all over YouTube. You can watch tournament matches, but just the way that I am, I won't sit down and watch one of those tournaments unless I have to, kind of thing. It's just kind of the way I am. Like, if I'm working the tournament and covering it and checking equipment and things like that, then I'm paying a lot more attention to it than just getting me to sit down and actually just watch something like that. So that's kind of why I did it. It's a good experience. If you have a lot of knowledge of the game, you're familiar with the different equipment and where it originated, whether it's battle pass or gold, dollar, things like that, because the rules do change for every tournament. But if you're good with all that, it's a good opportunity to learn a bit about how tournaments are played, meet a bunch of people, and maybe learn some strategy out of it. So that's it. I'll get back into swing with the new BP we got coming out. So I'll try to get some videos out about the new equipment and balance changes and things like that. Cheers, guys. Just wanted to say hi. Appreciate it. Thanks for the follows. See you.